Hey everyone and welcome back to the next video. Today we will try to improve the base I uploaded a couple of days ago on YouTube by watching some of the attacks General X did on stream on that base. We will try to identify the weaknesses we need to address and change them afterwards. The updated link of the base is in the video description down below. Let's go! Let's check what General X did. So, just so you know, I changed a bit of traps because I wanted to because we did it on stream and I wanted him to fail, obviously. So I put my Tessers to the right side here on 3 o'clock with the skeleton traps and just to prevent warnwalks, but it seems so that he wants to play the warnwalk for the fire spitter. By the way, that's pretty unfortunate for him with the fire spitter there. Alright. Make it ×2. Yeah, he does take the world champion out. This is very close and I don't think that anybody will do that except him. And then he goes with the Yetis into the town hall because the wall breakers are pretty easy. So we need to fix that. The flame flinger didn't get much value. It's just the poison trigger, the multi and the air defense. So let's see. I like that the troops will stay a lot of the long in the bomb hive radius. But this isn't looking too bad. And it's in esports mode, by the way. Also, the Phoenix did pull and tank 2 or 3 black mines. Protects his world champion again. And so this is looking not too good for the base. So we need to definitely do something about it. Probably just make the warden walk here harder at the bottom. And then make it so that you cannot wall break into the town hall. Yeah, this is for esports this is a very good attack. How many troops are left? Or heroes at least. Alright. Let's watch the next attack to see what we can, or what we want to fix. So this is the second attack from General X. I think he did, yeah, he did his army he used in the ranked mode speedrun with 30 attacks. It's like a clone Yeti blimp opener. And then afterwards just smashing through the base. I must say this blimp is not too bad. He used this because he used this in rank mode because he wanted to do a speed run, and because of the opener being such a quick one, he just used the blimp and I guess smashes in general if you start it kind of quick. So he does just smash through the core and the world champion in front of the town hall. I must say, I wanted the world champion there, or targeted it as well with bombs and stuff, but the first 2 didn't hit properly. So this is something we need to address as well. And this is, by the way, Legends mode. We just wanted to get our first attack in esports mode. And this is looking not too bad either. I mean, the Valkyrie doing some cleanup on the left side. And having still his world champion ability and the Fox is a huge part. Does it die? Yes. But I would say this can fail if it's esports mode. Or if some traps are against that entry. So if you just bait the blimp, it will probably fail. But yeah, this was very close. And almost a time fair, I believe. Right, let's watch how much time he needed. 3 minutes, and where did he start? Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 seconds left. So I think if the bombs hit the world champion and the fox dies early, then this should be a defense. And maybe if you really want to defend that, just place some seeking air mines or the tornado trap more to the right. Like the tornado trap is sitting at the moment between these 2 buildings to rotate in a world champion outside. But if you put it right in between here, then the clones will get less value as well. So yeah, that's probably something we could do. But for me, I would be fine if I just used the bombs more effectively there against the world champion. Let's watch how General X played the meteor golems with, I think, the fireball. He tried this attack a lot of times. He tripled it in the end, but this is like how the first couple of attacks went. He played that fireball, and it's normally not that great to start your warden on the flank, like in the middle of the flank, like here at the top. You want to have with the fireball attack mostly the warden starting somewhere around a corner. Because now what happens, what did a lot of time happen, and that's why this attack is fine, is that the warden stands closer to the core than the troops, and then he gets attacked or sniped. And if the healers don't switch, the warden's dead. So he tried this fireball a lot of times, but he tripled it just once. And then you also have to play it some kind of clean to keep the warden alive. And yeah, I think it should be fine. And also, like, going against 2 fire spitters on the back end here is like, you have to have some boards to do that. So I would just focus more on the town hall entries and the, maybe the side smash into the flank. But for me, this isn't that likely, just because most of the times you play a warden walk here, or on this corner, play a flame flinger from in front of the town hall, or just let support your royal champion on the right side here with some kind of siege barracks and play a champion through the revenge tower. And there's so much hit points and damage and 2 heroes that should be fine. Let's see what General X did with dragons. Okay, going for the classic RC charge. Still have to adapt the bombs there so that they hit more consistently. But he goes, I think he wants to go to the core now. And probably then to the multi. But no, the world champion doesn't go to the multi. So this is very bad for him. Like, he needs that multi to play the queen in front of the town hall, and to have the option to play the dragons here far side. So if it happens like this, if the multi stays up, then it should be a big defense. He cracked afterwards the Royal Champion charge to get the multi. And it worked. Because he could play the queen now in front of the town hall. And I think he even get that one, that multi. Yeah, as well. So if the bombs hit better and you don't know how to crack that base from the Royal Champion charge wise, then this should be fine. Yeah. Just because the multi here makes so much pressure behind the town hall for the queen. And if the fox dies early here, then he won't get that multi either, and probably not even the poison spell tower. And so this would be a lot of more hit points and damage against the dragons as well. Let's watch the last attack I want to emphasize my time on. And General X tried a lot of some attacks with E-dragons. And the one that was successful was like abusing the fact that you can snipe on the mortar with the arrow, both air defenses and both sweepers. So with that, you can easily pull your E-drags through the town hall. And that's what I want to emphasize on. Like if I move that mortar out of the way a bit, you can only get one air defense and one sweeper. And then this whole attack he did, if you watch that, this is a nice arrow by the way. The whole attack doesn't do so well because at least one sweeper is all the time standing in the back, pushing with another air defense. And you know the interaction with sweepers and Electro dragons, they can't really attack if the sweeper is pushing them constantly away. So yeah, if they can't attack these two storages, then the Revenge Tower, the Heroes, and the Wizard Tower should do everything on the back end. But without the sweepers, it can work. So I have to change that. But this is just a quick fix I didn't do on stream. But I will. I updated the link in the description for you because I forgot it to change it on stream. So yeah, this should defend based on just the arrow, not being able to snipe both air defenses and the sweeper. So most of the time when I do tweaks, I just screenshot the base so that I have it with the traps and then remove all the traps because it's a bit annoying to move around buildings if there are always traps in the way. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so okay, that should be it. Alright, so the first problem we had on this base was the fact that you can get an easy wall break here onto this compartment and into the core. Like into the tunnel compartment and then jump it to the core. So one viewer suggested or said that he just changed the base by making a dead zone here and then probably placing the defenses, I don't know, somewhere around here, I guess. Do I want to do that? I would probably want to get that a bit in. The mortar there. Alright. Okay, so that's the first one I want to do. Okay. Alright, then we have the I'll probably just do this, right? That should be better as well against the fireball onto the multi. Because from the multi here, which stands here, you get like all those 3 buildings as well. So if you do that, you can only get 2 of them, which is kind of an improvement, right? So we have still our walls here, just to, yeah. Wait, we can probably do that something else like this as well. That's not so ideal. That would be better, just so that loons coming from this side don't have the ability to just take down defenses while funneling as well. Okay, so maybe it's something like this. And I could... Yeah, I will probably do it that way. Maybe. How much can I move that in? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be fine. So I will do it like this. Alright. Kind of. Okay. How did you move the trap so fast? I will use the erase thing here at the top of my screen. I just take that on and then I can just, if you place them here, I can just one tap them and then they are gone. Also, your C is easy to lure, just as Gen X. Nobody except Gen X is luring there the Royal Champion, if you see the range. But yeah, we will fix that as well. So the next thing I thought about is changing the fireball into this multi-gear or monolith, because now it gets the Inferno Tower as well and the Clan Castle. So I will move that out of the way. I mean, I could do it like this. Wait. So the problem I have... So the problem I have is I want to use my World Champion somewhere around here. So I feel like it needs to stand there, right? At least, or there. Probably there would be better. I don't know, something like this looks very awkward, not gonna lie. How do I do that? So I don't want to get the fireball crazy value. If I want to use like the base normal mode as well, this is not enough, right? Because it is 4. Does the fireball get 4? I think so. No, it can't. Okay, so this is possible. But I still need to somehow protect my multi against Flameflinger. 6. Yeah, I don't... I mean, 6 tiles at level 24, that's fine. But I don't really care about this number. I want to know how much space I need in between buildings to get it right. So, normal mode I probably need to do something like... Wait. Yeah, I need to do something like this. I don't like that. Because it's way... Outside. Let me... Wait. I can probably do something like this, right? And then I will probably have to get this there. That would be an option. But then I would want some kind of ricochet cannons probably in the core. Okay. Do I like that? Do I like that? I'm not so sure yet. I feel like this is very few air damage in the core now. This is too little of air damage. How to count tiles? Can you explain it in an easy way? Okay. So basically, how I do it with regarding the hard mode. Regarding the hard mode fireball range. All right. I know that hard mode and like in hard mode, the fireball range can be like this is right. I need more buildings. Like if I have this building and I have this building right, that's not so. I have too little of space. Okay, let me use this one. If I want to play a fireball on this building, I know that this is the maximum range I can get. And this is, for me, it's 3/0. This range. Because it's like on this axis, right? So it's 0 times between. If I do this, then it would be a 3/1. Same for... So 3/0 is as well this. Everything that works by 0 works as well. So this is 3/0. This is the maximum range. And I'd always count the tiles in between of like... Wait. Let me show it. I always count the tiles from this corner to this corner. And it's like 1, 2, 3. And there's 0 movement from tiles in this or this direction to get like from one corner to the other. So it's, for me, it's 3/0. If I do here something like this, let me use this one. If I use it here and we'll watch this corner and this corner, and I want to check if the fireball range is fine. Wait, this is poorly drawn. Okay. Then we have like this tile, that's 1. We have this tile, that's 2. We have this tile, that's 3. And this looks very poorly with the walls. But let me, if I remove that, it's like 1, 2, 3, like the wall 1, 2, 3. And then you have like still this piece. Wait, you have 4 tiles. So you have the 4th one here that needs to go. So this is a 4/1. This is a 4/1. Because I moved already 1 tile to this side from this corner. This is a 4/1. This works in normal mode. Normal mode as well works 4/2 on 2/2 buildings. So this is how I count tiles. And if I do that with the Queen Witch ability, it's the same. Like, I know that if I watch that, my queen will stand if she could target the ricochet cannon right in this tile, right? In this corner. So I will just look to the adjacent walls, which are these one. And I will go to the farthest to the wall piece that is the most closest to the target, which is actually this corner, right? And then I will count from this corner without going diagonal. I will count the tiles like it's 1, 2, 3, and with that tile here on this side, I already reach this corner. And if there are only 3 tiles in between, then the queen can reach it. So this ricochet cannon is actually reachable from this fire splitter compartment. Where can I show it differently? Onto the poison spell. No, wait. If I drop my poison spell right there. Then my queen could stand right on this tile, right? Then I could also, as well, oh, this is a very bad color for that. Then I see the closest, like the walls standing adjacent to her, close to her. And then I see the wall that's the closest to the target she could get. This is this one. And then I count again. It's like 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tiles, and 1, 2, 3, and then this tile here. So it's 4 tiles to reach this corner, like this part here. So this isn't queen reachable. And so I'm just like, you have to figure out something as for your own. Some people do it like I think that's such a poor way to do it, but they can see by the skeleton trap if a building is reachable. Like for example here, the range of the skeleton trap, which is like on the outside here going around, doesn't reach this building. Like it's very close, but it doesn't reach it. So they know it's not queen reachable. If they drop it here, it reaches very close to it, like it reaches, and so it's queen reachable. If you do it like this, it's also queen reachable because the range here touches the poison. But this is, for me, not the ideal solution. Queen and esports fiber has the same range. Can be, yeah, probably. I don't know. All right. So what I liked about the base is the revenge tower at the back end. Like it deals a lot of damage. So I do like that. The question is, how do I get the core right? Probably even move the poison there, just so that it's reachable, and you don't get it with the flame flinger poison. If I do that, I mean, if I do that, that should be fine, right? To be honest, I don't really care about, like, if someone tries to pull the world champion, it is only possible if the troop goes onto this building and then moves outward to this one. So, yeah, I don't really care about that. But this should work as well, right? Then I can place my good old air defenses in the core, dealing a lot of damage. Alright. And then I will probably have to set up the trash there as well, a bit differently. Because I want to have the ability to spring wall breakers. So now I have here like open spots for spring traps. I have to place them at the complete outside, but yeah. What I thought to do is to somehow... What did I want to do? Like... It annoyed me that the world champion from January X just walked here, here, here. And then after she stood here, she jumped over the wall like to the left and then moved there. And I feel like this is not ideal. Wait, we can save you some walls as well. But this is not reachable. Ooh. And that's not good. So if I do that, that's fine, but I mean, this can be fine, right? I'm thinking about moving these buildings a bit, but without letting the ranch tower get reachable. Which something look like this. Oh, that looks weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. This was fine. And I think it is also fine that the bomb hive is reachable from this revenge tower. Because even if the queen targets it, he would stand straight into the bombs, and probably both multi-gear and monolith towers are on there as well. So putting the royal champion into the bomb hive is like looking something like this with the Teslas, I think. That should be it. Alright, not too bad. I still have builder huts. Probably just around here, right? Or do I want to do something like this? Then I get the monolith as well in normal mode. That's not ideal. I still have one wizard tower. No, I don't have that. I have one builder hut left and I don't know where to put that. No, that's stupid. Okay, we will figure something out for that. Just put it on one side, probably on the outside somewhere. Then, what I want to do as well is have the ability to trap world champion charges better, and that is by having enough space on the outside here to place Teslas as well, or to have just the ability to do that. And that looks... Yeah, I did it correctly on this. Then I will probably... Bum 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 bum. Maybe... that's not good. Nope, 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 nope. I can't get my storages there. That would work, but I still have a lot of... That would work, probably. Does the build art work between outside Rico and multi-archer by Town Hall? Or do you want that space there? It's probably... Yeah, this is probably the best solution. This is probably the best solution, that's right. Just to have the ability... Like, if Root Riders are coming from the side, you obviously don't want to go them straight after the Archer Tower into the Inferno Tower to get like the Towner early on. So you have the ability now to just pull the Wood Riders to the outside. Or like some kind of... these Tesla spots right here. Wow. There. And you can just like put a skeleton trap if you want to really defend that, so that the Tesla will stand longer if some kind of king or queen is walking on the outside. But yeah. Okay. I'll probably do it like this to save some walls. Okay, I need a wall there. Okay, still need that. Okay. I have now the ability to spring wall breakers there. That's good. But now I need to get like all my... Wait, I haven't done it here. Is this so bad? I mean... I don't want the builder hut on really like close to the wall, because then Root Riders will most likely to open the wall. This... I'm not yet sure. Let's see. I think having the ability to just like place a Tesla on this spot. You will have a greater chance to like really put some bombs right here, some kind of. So yeah, I will just keep that out. Probably do something like this. Oh, okay, let's do it like this. All right. Then this should be fine here at the bottom as well. Because here it would be possible to like maybe put the world champion on the outside. But most... if I want to save a Tesla here, because I would have to do it like this to really pull the world champion from here to there to the outside. But if I just do it like this, I save myself a Tesla and have optimal spots here for bombs to kill the fox. So I don't really need that space here on the outside to trap something. So I will just change it back. 70, this, and this, and this, right? Yeah, okay. All right. Now what do I get still from this? What I get that, yeah. Okay. I still don't like that. If you go to the multi and with the fireball, you get these two defenses as well at the moment. But I guess you have to live with it because you don't get the bomb hive. And if I do something like this with the builder hut here next to it, like this builder hut, and the builder multi is reachable from this compartment. So yeah, it's like you have to make some compromises. Now I have a lot of trash buildings still left, which I don't like. I'm not yet sure if I want to keep that this way or if I want to do something if I have the walls. If I want to do something like this. Yeah, probably it's okay to open that. I'm thinking. Maybe. Where's my dark elixir storage here? One, two, three. This is queen reachable. Okay, I have to do it like this. If I want to do it. But I would probably do it like this. I mean, I could do it like this. Does I like it? Do I like it? Not really. I will change that back. The reason I thought about that was like the option, like not the option, but the fact that from this tower compartment is really huge, and you get a lot of ways to access the base. I feel like I would be fun. Let's try this. I haven't seen that a lot in the past, but this was something that you used to do on like Town Hall 15, where you want to force smash through the what's it called? Through the opening here, and then you get like the queen. If the queen somehow gets into the this compartment, it would need to step like through that opening and would stand right into everything in the damage, like in every damage possible. Those two buildings, then probably the clan castle will get as well lured, and the bomb hive. So I think I would try this one as well. I mean, I don't have space what could work as well is like, you know, connect there the wall. But I don't have space and wards for that, because now the fireball is again way too strong. But can we somehow make work? Because that looks nice to me, not gonna lie. I need more walls. Where do I get more walls? Da, 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 da. I don't like that. I don't like that. I would love to do that, to be honest. Let's see if we can make it work. Like, we have to basically move the whole core a bit. That's why you don't place traps when you are not finished. You have to make space. Like that. I could make that work. Yes. Do I want to have anything there? Probably not. So I'm just taking... these two words here from each side. And then I will do it like this. We don't have to use that word there. That looks interesting, not gonna lie. Then I have to look with my heroes. I'm not liking that I probably have to leave them there. I don't like that I have to do it like this somehow. But now you can lure the king. And you have to do it like this. It should be fine. I mean... I could just switch that. It would be... Like, if you really want to defend the Flameflinger or somebody is doing that, you can just switch these two buildings, probably. But for now, it should be fine like this. Okay. I'm liking it so far. Alright, moving that back. I have still 2 walls left. And we have to somehow place those trash buildings as well. I'll probably just put a Tesla there, because if somebody is trying to play a fireball, they need to test, otherwise they would drop it on the outside. But I still need to figure out where I will put my trash buildings down. Probably something around here, maybe. You will see. Now I have 2 more buildings. Where can I place them? I mean, I could do that, but I don't like that I have so few space now here for traps. It just doesn't feel right. I'll probably have to make a compromise here and do something like this. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Okay, and then we have 2 walls left. I don't know, just put them here. So that spring tabs work better. In case you need them there. Okay. I would probably like to have these wizard towers reachable from the core. But I don't want to have the expos reachable, which they are at the moment. So I have to use those 2 wards to make them unreachable. That looks very shitty. Wait, can I do that more elegantly? No. Probably something like this. Yeah. Okay. So that should be it. Then I've seen that General X didn't trigger all the bombs. So probably you have to do something. I want to keep some bombs as well. Do I want that? I want to keep some bombs as well in the compartment just because if someone is playing that white champion from this side, then I want to have as many bombs on the inside as possible. But I would do it probably something like this now. That looks fine to me. And I could see that the Teslas needed a bit more to the side. If you place the world champion here, it stands right there. And that should be enough right about there. Okay. Let me... Probably something like this. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so because the bomb was sitting there, nobody, or General X at least, didn't use that. I will place my spring tips on the outside against wall breakers. One Tesla here against fireball. Probably the 2 Teslas here against Wood Rider pathing. I will... Yeah, this measure, right? That's correct. Then you can probably put some red bombs here as well, because that looks very likely that somebody thinks, yeah, let's take that out with some red bombs. With some rocket loons. I like that, I like that. Tornado trap still on the other side. Just in case. To be honest, I would love to have that fire spitter unreachable. Then I would need to do something like this. That looks not too bad. And I can do that again. And place some buildings inside. Here. Alright. Put the storages more to the core. That looks good. Let's add some skeleton traps, because I know that the warlock on this side is probably, or even the queen with one is probably very popular. Regarding the fact that, yeah, the fire spitters are pointing in this direction. So I just place some skeletons there. Probably this, the spring trap. Where do we put the last spring trap? Probably on the bottom here to spring an ice golem away. And then I think the most, like now the best smash approach would be I'm not so sure if I like that. It should be. I'm thinking about if the tower is, because of the tower that is reachable, if it's better or worse than before. Maybe even do something like this. Right? Why not? Why not trying it out? The only downside to this is the fact that you don't cover as beautiful in the core with, like, you could use a skeleton spell to tank that beautifully. If I change that back, it's not that easy. At least you need to put it there, and then the wizard towers are on there. So I will keep it that way. Yeah, I mean, just place them down, right? I feel like the biggest smash we now need to defend like is somewhere around going to the side, but still, if you want to play a world champion through that, that's a lot of heavy damage and hit point buildings, so it should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Maybe here. Those are 2. I just want to catch some random blimps going for the town hall. I hope they don't trigger. They shouldn't trigger, right? Yeah, I can still do it like this. It should be better, yeah. And probably somewhere around the sweeper. That should be it. I think that's it. I'm not yet sure if I want to have this long shot there. Wait, I need these Teslas. I need these Teslas here. So that I pull the world champion more towards the top side so that it doesn't get the multi in the core. Or do I need that? I mean, yeah, it probably is okay. Just because I moved, it was a close already before. And because I moved the multi one more tile away from the core. Like from here. Wait, I moved it from here, right? 1, 2. Yeah, I moved it from here to here. That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. All right, that's it. I think we got it. If you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Got questions or ideas? Drop them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.